funny. You get an idea and about the way things should work, and you get an idea about the way that things should come together in terms of sports. And specifically, as a guy who's watched MMA for many, many years, like many of us have, from a VHS stage, and from watching in Japan, and from watching initially what the UFC did, and wanting to do something different, wanting to do something where fighters could control their own destiny, wanting to do something where everything was about what happened inside the cage, where it wasn't about a special look or a special personality or any kind of a special treatment, or a guy sitting behind a desk in a shiny suit saying, you know what, this guy versus that guy, I can sell that to the networks. It was about pure sport. It was about taking what, in my mind, is the greatest sport in the world and making it more like the other great sports that exist in the world, where the fighters control their own destiny. It's about nothing else except for performance, and performance dictates out. And we've been extremely lucky. We have put together 4 different weight classes in a tournament structure. We put it over 12 weeks. We created it in a way where there was flexibility, where if guys got injured or guys got a suspension from a commission, they could move. We could push fights back, and we could keep it together. Every single one of our fighters who has won his first 2 events has qualified and made it into the finals. It's worked. It can work in this sport. There isn't a reason why fighters shouldn't be able to control that destiny and make those decisions to get them to a championship. I feel strongly about it because I think that's the way sports should be. And we were blessed to have an opportunity here in this area of the country to find a fighter named Lyman Good, and to have people come to us and say, this is a world-class athlete, and this is a world-class athlete who has not yet been exposed to the world. This is a guy who, given the opportunity and given a fair setting where matchmaking is out of the equation, could conceivably beat anybody in the world and could become a champion. And he proved us right, and he proved himself right. I don't need to get sappy, and I told Lyman this when we were standing up inside the cage. When we went to shoot a feature piece and a backstory on Lyman Good, we went to his community where he lives with his mom and his sisters and his grandmother, and we asked him a whole series of questions. We shot feature piece and backstory info on him for a long period of time. And one of the questions that came out was, you know, hey, if you won this, if you won all 3 fights and you won this money, what would you do with it? And a lot of guys have given answers that we would typically give, and Lyman looked up and pointed around where he was, and he said, I'm going to get my sisters out of here, and I'm going to make something better for my family. And that's cool to me. It's cool to me that a fighter who's a world-class athlete can win, but it's cooler to me that a fighter can take an opportunity like this by the throat and can turn it into something better for him, better for his family, and then ultimately my hope would be represent our brand of fighting, of mixed martial arts in a way that will help us grow and help him grow at the same time. Without further ado, it gives me an amazing amount of pleasure to introduce our first welterweight champion, Lyman Good.
First of all, I want to just give a big thanks, not just Bureau of Revenue who gave me this opportunity, and first thing I want to also talk about a little bit is not just me as a fighter, all of us in here can attest to the fact that every one of us each have a story behind why we fight, a purpose behind why we fight as well. And one of the great things about this tournament is that it gives us an opportunity to get that out. Like he was saying before, it shouldn't be about the event. It should always be about the fighter, about what makes him who he is and what defines him as a fighter. And I always say to myself, there's something my coach, taught me a long time ago, is that it always comes down to your heart. Your heart, your passion, your mind. That's how you fight first. Everything physically, we all know that's about 10% of the fight. The rest is all mental. The rest is all heart. So I want to thank Bjorn for this opportunity. Also Tim Donner, who kind of helped us out along the way, pointed me in the right direction. Aside from that, one thing that brought me here and kind of defined me as a fighter was the fact that I didn't really have a father around. And on par of that, I wanted to thank my coaches who took me in, open hands 4 years ago. I never punched or kicked a day in my life. Never knew martial arts or anything like that, but he took me in and took me on almost like his own son. And he taught me everything I know. So, with that, I want to thank them both, the Shulmans. They took me as a family, Now, I want to give back to not just my family. I'm also an instructor, and I want to give away all the things that I've been taught as well. So that's something I kind of wanted to get out as a fighter, because it's not just me. Any other fighter sitting here have their own story as well. My story is just very simple. It's just about the fact that I'm very selfless. I practice a sense of humility, and it's all about my family and all the people who support me. Nice. I also wanted to say, much respect to Omar De La Cruz. To me, in my mind, there's absolutely no disappointment whatsoever, even though it seems like a loss. He's trained, I know he's trained, without a doubt in my mind, very, very hard to be where he is today. So I wanted to give him much respect, regardless of the fact of whether it's a win or a loss tonight. We were all winners. This is only going to help him to get that much better, and fight harder next time, and I'm sure he put every ounce of effort, for him to win tonight. So did I, but, there's no difference between him and I as a fighter. I have no doubt in my mind he's going to be great, he's going to keep training, and I hope to see him fighting again.
Bring Omar up just for a second to say a few words.
No speak Spanish, English. Please traduce. Quiero dar las gracias al evento completo de Bellator por invitarme, darme la oportunidad de participar en este gran evento.
Give thanks to the Bellator event for giving me the opportunity to participate.
Me siento muy agradecido con el entrenamiento que tuve en la academia La Alianza de Brandon Vera, los entrenadores, gracias a todos por apoyarme y darme la condición para seguir adelante.
He's very grateful to Alliance MMA in San Diego, California for training and preparing for this event. Brandon Vera, one of the instructors there, and Eric Del Fiero as well.
Gracias a las personas de mi país que me apoyaron 100%, me siguen apoyando. A las personas de mi academia, Fight Training Academy, que siempre me han apoyado en todo lo que he hecho.
Thanks to the Dominican Republic and all the members of Fight Training Academy, which is his school in the Dominican Republic, for supporting him until now.
Gracias a Lyman Good
Thank you, Lyman Good,
por pelear conmigo.
for fighting with me.
Llegamos a la final demostrando los dos que somos buenos.
We both arrived at the finals, showing everybody that we're both very good.
Hay un ganador y un perdedor en la pelea. Yo perdí, pero me voy a preparar mucho mejor para la próxima vez.
There's always a winner and a loser in every fight, but I'm going to prepare myself for the future.
Entrené mucho tiempo fuera de mi casa, de mi país. Ahora quiero regresar para descansar un poco y si me dan la oportunidad otra vez, volver a pelear en el evento para seguir demostrando que Dominicana sí puede y Omar de la Cruz también.
He spent a lot of time training outside of the Dominican Republic for the first time in his life, 8 weeks away from home, and he didn't say so, but he's been telling us that it wasn't too cool. But he's going to continue to train and hopes to be invited back for the next tournament so that he can show what he's really made of.
Muchas gracias.